Hello students, welcome to the class. I'm Yogita. Subject is psychology, psychology for nurses, and today we are going to learn about intelligent theories. We learned intelligent, so today let us study about the theories, what are the theories proposed to this intelligence. Now here we can see mainly two types of theory, two major types of theory in intelligent: factor theory of intelligent and cognitive theory of intelligent. Okay, understood? Yes. Next, under factor theory of intelligent, we can study five concepts: Spearman G factor theory, Glittman serpent theory, Thurston primary factor theory, Guilford multi-factor theory, and Verman hierarchical theory. Okay. Second, we are going to learn the second major classification of intelligent theory, cognitive theory of intelligence. In that, we can study about process-oriented theory of intelligence. In that, we can see Piaget view and Brunner view. Next is information process theory of intelligence. In that, we can see Sternberg view and Pascal view. Okay, now we will study the first classification of intelligent theory, factor theory of intelligence. In that first concept is Spearman G factor theory. Now here this theory is proposed by Spearman. What he said that every individual has got some general factor in their life. Now these general factors are really essential for the daily need. Like general factors are really important for making certain adjustment in their life and lead a fruitful life. And he also said that individual is blessed with some specific factors. Now, along with the general factor, some may have some specific factors like they are good in dancing, singing, some abilities they got, extra talent they got. So, what he said that now individual with a G factor, one G factor, as well as they may have many S factors in their life. So, this theory is also called G factor theory or two factor theory. Now he explained this G factor maybe in two terms, academic and non-academic. Academic like numerical, language, reasoning, judgment. Non-academical like singing, dancing, artist, or you are a novelist. So all these qualities. Now what Spearman said that according to his theory, if the individual with one G factor and more than 3 or 4 S factor, then that means he is really a superior intelligent person. And like average people like us, they will have one G factor and definitely one S factor. So this theory, this concept is explained by Spearman G factor theory. Next is Glittman serpent theory. Now, according to this, what Glittman said that every individual is born with some talent, and these talents are hidden. We don't know that what is the talent of that individual. When we see their face, the person looks like intelligent, but what is his level of intelligence and in what he is good, that we don't know. Now, for example, if you see the sea, you can see some snakes there, but you cannot say that only snakes are there in the sea. There will be a lot of like aqua animals, fish, starfish, octopus, many things. So we cannot judge immediately. So he has also given some examples like in USA, people were much interested to know about the IQ level of their children. At the age of 3, they used to take their children for the IQ test, and after that test, they used to come to know that what's the interest or in which area their children are smart or talented. Now, based on that, they used to train their children so that they had a great success in their life. So, USA, the success rate was high. So, this is what said by the Glittman. He said that talent is present. It's hidden, but now you're supposed to go and find the talent in that individual. Now once the talent is identified and given a good support, that means that person will be a really an extreme intelligent person. So you need to find the person, dig for the talent, and you have to make a hunting of that hidden talent. This is what said by Glickman. Next is Thurston primary factor theory. Now, this theory is given by L. Thurston. So, what he said, okay, what he said is it is a primary mental ability of an individual. So, we all are born, we all has got lot of common sense. So, we all have to live our life. But he said that there are certain mental abilities of an individual. Now, based on that, we can say how much intelligent you are. He has given us 7 concepts. He has explained 7 factors like numerical ability, perceptual speed, spatial ability, memory, word influence, reasoning, and judgment. So, he said that according to his 7 factor, if any individual has got all these 7 factor, that means they are intelligent, extremely intelligent. They are super. If in case if any intelligent like any individual has got 3 factor, that means they are superior or a kind of good personality. Now anyone with any one intelligent, they belongs to this average intelligent factor. So what Thurston said that according to his primary theory of intelligence, these factors are the primary factors of his mental abilities. So he has proposed 7 factors. If depending on the factors how much present in you, he is assessing your level of intelligence. Okay, this is given by Thurston. Next is Clifford multifactorial theory. Now this theory is proposed by J.P. Clifford. He is an British psychologist and he has given a 120 component of this intelligent. So he said that based on this can be classified who is intelligent. So he made it is into a 3 part 1, part 2 and part 3. Part 1 is operational intelligent. He scored it 5. Part 2 is product intelligent. He scored it 6. And part 3 is content intelligence, scored 4. So what he said that when you multiply this all these 3 parts, 5 into 6 into 4 is equal to 120. So this is the way he has defined his 120 factors. Now what is this part 1 operational intelligence? So what he said that this is present in everybody's life. Everyone has got a little bit of common sense. See, they know that how to deal with their life. When the individual has that got factor which is essential for his daily living. Now I'll give you an example here. See, you may be walking to your house and you saw one of your neighbor who smiled at you. See, definitely you also brought a smile in your face. See, this is very essential to maintain that relationship and live a normal life. So these factors as comes in operational intelligence. Next is product intelligent. Now here some are like make use of their ability, their mental capacity. It mainly can describe in arithmetic solving of a problem. In case if you want to solve any problems, you require certain talents, components. You're thinking, you're trying to find the solution, you're using certain skills and you're solving the problem. See, this is called product. You're getting a outcome of your effort. Now, content intelligence is the third part where it is also required. So, he says that like it's a hereditary factor. Like some hereditary environmental factors bring some behavior within you. So, this is a behavioral theory. It takes a long years from the childhood, long period you learn something. So, it helps you to live. So what he says that the individual person with the much intelligence need to have all these 3 components. If he is a little superior, he effectively deal with this, and in case of average, they are somehow able to manage all these factors. So this is what explained by Guilford. Next is Verman hierarchical theory. This theory is also known as borrowed theory. In this, what he has explained that individuals should have some general factor, some specific factors, and some academic and non-academic factors. When individual has got all these factors, then we can say that he is intelligent or extremely super talented. Or if they lagging with one or two are able to manage with the general factor and some specific factors, yeah, some academic and non-academic factor, then they are the average intelligent people. So this is a type 1. Type 1 of factor intelligent theories. In that, Sperman G factor theory, Glittman serpent theory, Thurston primary factor theory, and Clifford theory, multifactor theory, and Verman hierarchical theory. Next, we are moving into a second classification. Now, we are studying the second classification of theory, cognitive theory of intelligence. In that, first theory is process oriented theory of intelligence. Process oriented theory of intelligence. We can see two views. Piaget view. Now, Piaget has said that intelligence is influenced with your environment and maturity. A children or any individual require such environment which improve your development. He has given a cognitive developmental stage like sensory motor stage from 0 to 2 years, pre-orientation stage from 2 to 7 years, and concrete operation stage from 7 to 12 years, and formal operation is from about 12 years. So he said that the environment where do you live, that will help you to acquire an intelligence, and you require a maturity which help you to improve yourself. So this is what the Piaget said. He said that to say that person is intelligent, you require an environment which will boost your self, the maturity which enhance your level of intelligence. Okay, next is Brunner view. Now what Brunner said that every individual action to environment that will influence them to develop an intelligent. Like in the brain, all the actions which has get all the rewards your gifts, that will be presented in your brain as a schema, so it will stored in your brain. Now a child who is very active, he will be more intelligent because he is going to learn everything is environment, all the aspects what he is encountering, what he is experiencing, what he is going to get, everything will be stored in his mind, in the schema of his brain. Now, for example, you need to provide a good games, toys, and learning environment to the children. When they are involved in the environment, when they get an opportunity to involve and study and play, that will help the children to develop such kind of environment, such kind of ideas in their mind. They are able to improve themselves. Say, child can make an improvement. See this, because all the experience information what they are getting, that is going to get registered, stored in their brain. So this will help the child to develop intelligence. So what he says that when the children are very small, you provide lot of games, a lot of toys, and you provide a better environment to them. So this is what given by Brunner view. Next is information theory of intelligence. Now, information theory of intelligence, here Sternberg view. Now, what Sternberg said that intelligence is a component. Now, what he said that this component is your knowledge which help you to get adjusted yourself to the environment. And this knowledge is possessed which make you to get better experience, that is a meta component. So, he said that both the component and meta component is really essential for individual so that they can have a good life. Now based on the level of this component of meta component, how they occurred in their life, he said that that person is intelligent. So he is categorizing the intelligent based on the component and meta component what you got. Next is Pascal view. Now, what Pascal said that we are just like a computer. We work like a computer, like computer has got software and hardware. So, we are also like computer where we got a software and hardware is what activity we are doing. So, if you want a good computer, you need to feed a good information in your software, and definitely that come out in your hardware in a best form of activity. So, You will get a better IQ when you are possessing all the good information, accurate knowledge, and more explorative environment. So that help you to acquire more knowledge, more information, and everything in detail. So that help you to show your behavior in a right way. You are able to make an adjustment. You will have the maturity. You know to deal with the environment. You know to face your life problems. See, so that your computer works better in both the aspect hardware and software. So this is what explained by Pascal. So this view is given by Pascal. So this is all together about theory of intelligence. I would like to summarize again. We learned mainly two types of theories of intelligence. Factor theory of intelligence. Under that we saw the five views. One is Spearman G-factor theory, Clifford theory, and Thurston primary factor theory. That's one Glittman. Clifford multi-factor theory and Verman hierarchical theory. Next is cognitive theory of intelligence. In that, process oriented theory of intelligence. In that, we saw Piaget view and Brunner view. Next is information process theory of intelligence. In that, we saw Sternberg view and Pascal view. Please go through, please read so that you will have a better understanding. You can write a better answer. And you have to study and by heart this to write it for your exam. That's all. So please keep watching, keep reading, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next class with some new concept. So until then, please study this intelligent theories. Thank you all.